Hey guys, what's up? This is another episode of the Epic Starting Point with your host, No Tech for You. Yes, my first name's Jake. And if anybody else is watching the other Epic Starting Points and they see my name in the console, that's because it's actually my name. This is Starcraft 2, which I'm doing because I don't have Starcraft 1 installed on my computer, but I do have it, unlike my Call of Duty 2 one, which I didn't actually have Call of Duty 1, even though I've played Call of Duty 1 through and through. Sorry that the quality might be a little low on this. I recorded it in a lower setting than the other one to get a higher frame rate on all this stuff, and it seemed to work. The reason it looks like it jumps a little bit whenever I'm moving is because I'm clicking the arrows, and the arrows actually, if you click them, they jump. So otherwise, I'm clicking on the map for where my mouse is. The top two guys are the enemy, I guess you could say, and on the far right, you can see this. This is a gameplay replay recording that it's doing over, and back there, you could see that my friend was walling, just making all of his stuff. You'll see it again later. This is the enemy. He's already got a barracks up and everything, so he's working fast. I'm on the bottom right. I'm dark blue. But yeah, StarCraft 2 is an amazing game. Obviously, the first one was the epic starting point, but technically, it itself isn't an epic starting point either. Right down here, you can see that they've already put up some dudes. But anyway, here's the walling that I'm talking about. See, he's making his stuff at the only entrance so that they'd have to destroy it all to get to his actual guys. It's a good idea. Um, Here's my stuff. I don't have nearly as many SCVs as I should right now. But whatever. I already have some dudes in a bunker in here. I just hadn't put the dudes in the bunker. Um, I'll explain some other stuff that I do in this game later. But I guess I decided to make this an epic starting point just because I'm having some major troubles trying to make anything else an epic starting point for my series here, because for right now it's been kind of hard to get Ocarina working, just because I don't have an N64 and I kind of have to borrow one. And Halo didn't happen because my friend got sick. So, yeah. But as far as strategy games go, the Warcraft series and Starcraft, I mean all of Blizzard's stuff basically, except for World of, or WoW, is great, great stuff. This is all sped up, by the way. Like, my stuff isn't actually moving this fast. You'll see me move it down to normal. I don't know if you could actually read it over there. Oh yeah, right here I'm showing you that I hadn't turned my base into any specific command center, and my friend has. And neither has the enemy. It'll go up right here, see? The main reason why we didn't do that, or the enemy and I didn't do that, was because we were making SVUs or SCVs and stuff like that. So, yeah. Just gonna eat some trail mix here. Yeah, he's probably just doing a scout rush attack. I mean, it's not really a rush, because if you're gonna rush, you should do it in like the first few minutes. And this is already like 8-9 minutes in. In that gameplay, in this video, because it's sped up, it's like doubled. But as you can see, I switched it down to normal for a second there, normal speed. But yeah. So yeah, I didn't do any walling or anything, but as you can see right now, I already have 3 barracks, and I actually make another one. And then my friend also only has barracks. We didn't make any factories because we're bio-onlys, which means we're only using humans or marines and like actual suited things rather than any type of tank or anything like that. So yeah, that's what a bio-only person is. You can see up here, like in the real game, we could not see them massing all this stuff. And there's a couple times when my friend used the radar attachment for his command center to find out what was up, but otherwise we had no idea that they were massing these little attacks. You can see how many guys he already has prepared for these attacks anyway, plus the dudes in the bunker. I mean, the guys down on the bottom are just the highlighted guys, not the guys in the bunker. But, yeah. Later on, you'll see me get a huge mass of just normal Marines. Those are my guys, plus the guys in the bunker. It's 3/4 of what he has. But yeah. So let's see, what else about strategy games that were epic starting points? I mean, the Command and Conquer series, that was definitely influential. But as far as making a huge impact and having like huge fan bases, nothing beats Starcraft. Starcraft 1 was just crazy in Korea, and Starcraft 2 is crazy right now. Like they have like huge stadium battles where like two dudes on computers on the opposite ends in a stadium. They just like fight each other off, and there's like millions of people watching them live, like all around them, like not even on TV, even though they usually are on TV. But it's just like crazy. Those guys could destroy any single person in StarCraft. Oh, by the way, if you saw my name, it's NoTech and then capital 4, like spelled out, U, because they don't actually allow letters in the name of your characters. Which every single online screen name I have is NoTech for you, in one way or another. It's just who I am. It's like my alternate persona. Here's my guys now. You can see I have 2 pages of it already, plus the guys in the bunker, obviously. And here's my friend. He's got 2 pages too, but he's got Marauders too, which take a while to make. So I was just a little bit behind. I don't think I used that 4th armory at all this entire time. But now finally, you can see down there I have plenty of SCVs. You guys don't get to see the end game stats, but I collected the most resources by far. We collected more than the enemy teams did by like twice as much, but then Alec had collected like 100 less than me. Alec's a friend I'm playing with. You can see he's just doing a normal mass attack, see if he can bend down our forces. I sent those guys over to help Alec, but they ended up getting demolished, and so he had to move out a little sooner than he wanted to. Yeah, I slow it down to normal here for a sec. So this is like normal game speed, I believe. Yeah. But there's just me clicking around with the keypads. I really wish they had a WASD setup for Minecraft or StarCraft. What am I saying? All these crafters. Call darn crafters. This gameplay was originally like 20 minutes long, right about 20 minutes, like 19 minutes and 45 seconds or something like that. So I sped it up in certain parts just because I thought they were kind of boring. But yeah, there were a couple matches we had some real D-wads that did some stupid tactics. Some of the tactics that I'm talking about are like, oh, and by the way, if you didn't see there, he drawed us in all the way up here just so that he could take the other guys that he had made and help his little attack to see if he could wilder us down any further. Here my 4 dudes basically just do nothing. They just kind of just stand there because I made them follow one of Alec's kids, and kids, by kids I mean dudes. But he ended up dying, and so all they did is just stand there, like they didn't actually do anything. Right here, I'm getting all pissed at. I'm like, why didn't I move these guys? But anyway, yeah. So Alec just goes on a rampage on these dudes, and then halfway through killing the other guys, I send in my huge force. You'll see them in a sec. But I do total work on their command center. But yeah, like, anyway, some of these D moves that I was talking about are, like taking, you got 2v2, and one of your guys, your friend, sends all of his SCVs, or all except for one, to go and attack, or just pester the enemy team. Sorry, the audio cut out again there. Hate it when it does that. I hate this stupid recording device. But anyway, I don't know what I talked about after all this. You can see all my dudes there. Gosh dang it, the audio did it again. It cut out. Now I have to re-commentate the rest of the 3 minutes of this video. Finally I got my guys to attack in there. So we destroyed their enemy command center right there. And to wrap up that SCV thing, well, basically they just pester you, and you don't make any mine any resources or make any towers, so you can't actually defend yourself. So that when his other teammate finally makes some marines or anything, he just goes in there and easily slops up all the mess. But you get the basic gist of that. I don't know if that was the best way of explaining it. But yeah. Gosh, I really can't remember what I like do these commentaries so many times just because the audio is being so stupid, but I can never remember what I talked about. Oh, finally I bring in my guys. I guess I just end up talking about the video. And these dudes are completely oblivious down here. Look at that. They don't even attack until Alex got his guys all the way up in there. But anyway. There goes the bloody audio again. Oh well, here comes the guys to attack. There's my dudes, just being total beast men. So yeah. Random noises to keep my mind occupied. Keep my mind occupied. Yeah. I get really bored watching myself. Probably said that plenty of times before. As you can see right here, he made an engineering bay and a factory. The factory just blew up, but I clicked on the factory earlier. And if you've been watching my mouse this whole time, then you've seen my mouse cover the things that, I thought were important to show, but I just didn't talk about them. Here's my dudes doing total work on their command center. Sorry, did I already apologize for the lack of visual quality? Just because I didn't record it in actual 720p, even though the game is played in 720p. But whatever. Actually, I have it a little higher than 720. It's like 1366 by 768. That's the resolution, anyway. So yeah. Right there, I was just moving the timer. I don't know why. But anyway, if you guys want more Starcraft, yeah, Starcraft, yes, then just tell me and I'll try to fit it in there. Minecraft will be coming like usual, on and off, just because I've been so busy. The next episode of the Epic Starting Point, which you're watching right now, which hasn't been very funny because, I don't know, it's just my thoughts and everything, will probably be on Ocarina of Time, but I've been saying that for a while, so whatever, just play it by eye rather than by ear, anything, just go with it. You know what I mean. See you guys.